guys coming. I tell you what, it was an exciting morning. You know, there was some anxiety this morning with some of the schools that were closed in Dallas. You know, it was the first time where you had to come up with some alternative plans to where maybe the kids wouldn't have access to the fax machine, but we got it all done, and the coaches really helped us out in the Dallas area, making sure we got those faxes in a timely manner. You know, being at Rice, it's not only is it a great university, but it sits where the state of Texas is your home field advantage when you're recruiting. Your front yard's the Houston area with some of the greatest high school coaches in the country. The rest of the state's your backyard, and that makes recruiting the students, athletes we need at Rice, you know, the more accessible to us, where you know it. At Rice, too, you're going to have an opportunity to maybe play early, and a lot of these young men are ready to go when they get here. We have 18 of them from the state of Texas, 8 of them from the Houston area. And I like how our coaches went out. You know, we started watching junior film yesterday, but I like how our coaches went out, got these commitments, developed relationships, really showed what Rice has to offer these young men for the rest of their lives, and we held them. And that's an exciting time, because there's a lot of universities that we're trying to take them from us. But it is a class, I think, every year you try to recruit better than what you had. And I really think in going into our 5th recruiting class, this is absolutely, from top to bottom, our best job. We've got size, speed. We got young men that are great academic fits at Rice. If you look at that list, you'll see National Honor Societies, and you'll see the Eagle Scouts, guys that play instruments, and they're great fits. And they're guys that are absolutely driven to graduate, and their true student athletes are absolutely driven to win championships. And I still think this is, you know, we're on track where we need to be here, where we're consistently going to bowl games and having winning seasons. But you know, to me, our quarterback that is on the list, Dreyfus Jackson, I think he's one of the best dual threat quarterbacks absolutely in the country. Threw for 2,900 yards, got great feet, makes great decisions. Leader, you saw him in the Army All-American Bowl, and just thrilled to get a young man of his talent, his character, to come in to lead us one day. We took 6 defensive linemen, 3 defensive ends, 3 different tackles that, you know, we think are difference makers in the program here in town with, you know, Ross Winship. Excited about him. He's a young man, 6'4", 270, whose grandfather actually played at Rice, and you know, he had the love for Rice early as we went into this. I think Justin Booth, the young man from Dayton, also is another young man that could have an impact on us. He's a great football player and a great basketball player over there. Michael Sams over at Strait is another young man that we think that could come in and compete and play early. Offensively, we took the 4 offensive linemen. The biggest one is Matt Walford out of the Austin area. You know, he's a true 6'7", 320. So we're getting size up there that we feel like we need to compete. And just absolutely excited to have him, you know, coming. He was a young man that received a lot of attention during the recruiting process. The other offensive lineman, Andrew Roe from the Austin area, he came to camp. When he came to camp, he was only 240, and you know, we didn't think he was going to be big enough. And then you come back through, and all of a sudden he's a guy that's 280, and you know, he doesn't have any whiskers yet. So we know the best is yet to come with him. He's going to absolutely be. He gets bigger every day that you look at him. But it is the young men here in town, Julius White, Jalen Finner, or 2. Julius is such a great athlete. We really don't know what he is, but we know he's going to be special even on the offensive side of the ball or defenses. And Jalen Finner can come downhill, and he really reminds you of his tackling ability of an Andrew Sendejo. I mean, he can tackle in space. He packs a powerful punch, and it's one we expect big things out of him also. Our receivers, we took 3 receivers, Lovett Gibson, and who's from the same high school as Dreyfus, Malcolm Hill, and J.J. Walker out of East Texas. Lovett's a 6'2", 185, 38-inch vertical jump. Malcolm Hill's just a playmaker, you know, a young man, and JJ can really get separation on his routes. So it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be fun getting these young men here and watching them grow and watching them compete. I think this is a class, as they mature, is really gonna be special around here, not only their athleticism, but their leadership. So expect big things out of this bunch and good things out of this bunch. And, you know, we just won the 100% graduation award last year, and we're going to try to achieve that again with these 19. So it's a great time here. I still think we're building momentum in this program, and there's a lot of young men I could talk about. You know, Nick Elder, Austin Williamson. You know, I think the list of this 19 is really going to be fun. The only recruit we have not from Texas, Christian Covington out of Canada. You know, that's another fun young man to recruit. He's 6'3", he's 285 pounds on his visit. Coach Patterson, back from his CFL days, and his father were teammates, and his dad is in the Hall of Fame in the CFL for his sacks. And you can tell this young man's been very well coached and really excited to get Christian here. But 18 from Texas, and that's a good thing.